Welcome back, Dragon Ball fans. We have another underwhelming episode here for you today with the new leader from the Ultimate Box, uh, Jiren. Before we get started, I just want to say congratulations to Mr. Jovan Rodriguez for winning our Purehearted Son Goku contest. So, Jovan, if you're watching this, please feel free to get in touch with me. I'll put my contact information down in the description below, and I look forward to hearing from you. Moving on. So, this Jiren, in case you don't know what he does, um, his auto reads when he attacks a leader card, you can discard one Universe 11 card from your hand, and then you get to draw two cards, right? And then he awakens at 4 life, you get to untap 2 energy, and on his backside, he has a activate main ability where you send 9 of your Universe 11 cards from the drop to your warp area, and then your leader gets quadruple strike for the turn. So that's super exciting. And that's actually going to be the entire basis of our deck, right? The whole game plan is to get quadruple strike online as fast as possible, and then you just murder your opponent, right? And the way we do that is with these 2 cards right here, Bardock, the Progenitor, and Genie here to support. Husband and wife combo wombo, right? And so the play basically is turn 1, right? If you're going second, turn 1, you charge an energy, you play Bardock to take a life, and then you use his swap ability for free, and you swap it into Gene. And Jean says that when you attack or combo with her, you get to discard the top 3 cards of your deck. And it's up to, so you don't have to do all 3. But most of the time, we're going to want to do all 3 because we want to just be discarding our Universe 11 cards. Right? There's 30 Universe 11 cards in the deck, so you have a pretty good chance of discarding the ones you want. So aside from those 2, we also play for Unbreakable Son Goku. Since we want to maximize our combo potential, this is just a really great card to do that. We also play 2 Successor of Hope because we really need to see Bardock in our opening hand, right? Like Bardock and Genie are the most important cards of the deck. In my opinion, you have to see this if you really want to get going and have a quadruple strike on as fast as possible. You can get it on by like turn 2 or 3 if you have these 2 in your hand. It's insane. Right. So as for our other extra cards, we play 3 Coquette Zone just to have some negates. I only play 3 because I don't want too many extra cards in the deck. And I play Coquette Zone over Master Roshi because even though Roshi does provide combo potential, right? Coquette Zone allows you to tap down creatures. So if your opponent plays like a blocker and then they foolishly attack with like their leader to draw a card or something else, then you can play Coquette Zone, negate the attack, and then you just tap down their blocker, and all of a sudden there's nothing standing in your way of quadruple strike, right? And then of course we play 3 Battering Laser. This is a mandatory must-have if you're going to go for game with quadruple strike, right? Because the moment someone sees your leader, they're gonna try to find a negate as fast as possible, and they're gonna hold it to try and stop you. So Battering is for that. You really only need 1 against anything that's not yellow, right? If they're playing yellow, then you want to have at least 2 in your hand, just in case. And now moving on to our Universe 11 cards. To be honest, they don't matter, right? Because we want them in our discard pile, and then we want to swing in for game with our leader. So everything is basically combo fodder. The only one that might actually get played is this guy, Kunshi. Mainly because he has a activate main ability where if you have another Universe 11 on the field, you can take a life and tap down a 4 or less, right? So if there's blockers in the way or something, and you just play this guy, you tap him down, and then you go for game. Other than that, you know, we will probably play a tupper or two during the course of the game, and of course our super combos. Maybe a dispo, you know, if you have the energy open on your opponent's turn. But as for everyone else, they're probably going in the discard. They're honestly only in here to feed your discard pile, or in the off chance that your opponent stalls you out and forces you to play a real game of Dragon Ball, then we have a decent lineup, right? We play Jiren for removal because he gets to destroy up to 2 rested cards. You know, since we do mill ourselves out, this dispo will become live pretty quickly, and he'll only cost 2 once you have 4 or more Universe 11 in your discard pile. You know, plus he's a blocker and he gets to untap at the end of the turn. This is a new card from the Ultimate Box. He lets you search up to, you get to look up to the top 3 cards of your deck, you choose one and you discard the others. Right? And he has Barrier, Double Strike, he's also Universe 11. And also if you choose to not take a card, you can pop a card of your opponent's, which is pretty handy, it's a little versatile. Although he is cost 4, so I can't imagine playing this card, at least not in a game where we get the combo pieces we need. And then, of course, last but not least, we have Big Daddy Jiren. You know, he actually ties in pretty nicely with our ability, right? In the sense where if your opponent stalls you out, or you're playing against a matchup where it's like apes, or they just have a million blockers and you can't get through, right? Then you just slow play the game, you know, get up to 6 energy or so, and you get your guys in the discard pile, right? And you just drop them. You drop Big Daddy Jiren, and then he's basically uncounterable. You know, they can't. He has deflect. He's uncounterable and unblockable. It's 40k quadruple strike, and he only costs 6 if you have 9 of your Universe 11 guys in the discard pile. So that's an alternate win condition. And also what's nice is that, you know, if you're able to play him and you attack, you spend all your cards, and then your opponent is able to defend his attack, you still have a ton of cards in your discard pile, so you can still activate your leader quadruple strike and try one more time. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So the deck is super aggro, right? Like, on your first turn, if you're going second, you swing with your leader, swing with Gene. Best case scenario, you have like 4 Universe 11 in your discard pile on your first turn, right? And you're at like 7 life. And then, if your opponent's bad, they'll hit you. And if they're not, then that's okay. Or if they're being aggressive, then that's fine. But going into your second turn, you pretty much repeat the same play, right? You play Bardock, take a life, swap into Gene, attack, mill some cards. Since you have 2 energy, you can play Bardock again, take another life. If they hit you, you'll be able to awaken, you know. And then you just repeat. Basically, if you get Gene to attack twice, you'll probably have enough. And from then, you just combo everything out, and hopefully they can't stop you. Basically, the deck is you're gonna win really fast, or you're gonna lose really fast. But it's a very fun deck, and it's definitely something that you can catch people off guard if they don't see it coming, especially if they don't know how fast you can get it online. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.